Cal, Berkeley, go Bears!
UCLA, go Bruins!
USC, fight on!
UMich, go
Blue!
George Washington.
Brown, Fordham, Stanford.
Stanford.
Stanford. Oh. Columbia.
At the beginning of this year, I told Michaela that she could have the choice between the nickname Michelle or Michael, and that I would get everyone to call her this name. And she didn't believe me. She picked Michelle, and how'd that turn out?
Everyone calls me Michelle now.
Even her own mother.
My senior year was characterized by a lot of new friendships and strengthening of older, longer friendships that I've already kept up. But one of the things that was sort of important to me in helping me build up my own self-confidence was becoming more friends with more guys. And this year I was able to build some really strong friendships with some really masculine guys that I consider to be really close friends and that I intend to stay in touch with. And I'm really, really fortunate for that.
We did Scribe this year.
Actually, I did.
Yeah, we really did.
I
I do love it, and I did love it, but it got hard when everyone around me didn't love it anymore.
So Patrick and I went on a double date with Chris and Claire, and I think that's just a symbol of how far we came this year in terms of making new friends and having new relationships.
And then we brought back Noah and Zach to play Truth or Dare with us, and that's kind of where our friendship started.
Zach and I came to sit with all you guys in the middle of this field. And we were there all night until the morning, and then that morning we all went for a hike. And I remember coming back from senior retreat and thinking, this is, how could I have missed these people for the past 3 years? It was just each day, they would talk to me more and more, and I felt more confident around them. It was just amazing. This year I grew close to a group of friends that I never thought I would grow close to, and I will always remember it.
Friendships changed a lot, and I think ultimately it worked itself out, but I'm glad that senior year ended on a high note, friendship-wise, and just in general this year socially was full of changes and growing up and shutting up and dealing with it, and I think I'm better for it.
So we went to New Orleans this year for Interim Week. Then there was the red Honda Pilot that Connor would drive, and Mabel would ride in the front seat, and they were mom and dad. And then in the middle row, it would be Kim, Patch, and Sophia. Kim was the girlfriend or the in-law, whatever we felt. And I was grandma, just at the back. The songs on our family mixtape included The Monster, Drunken Love, Dark Horse, Gold Digger, Counting Stars, Treasure, Story of My Life, Say Something, Team, Wrecking Ball, and Demons.
We attempted creative writing this year.
Jared is doesn't even feel like a teacher, and he just kind of feels like a cool uncle.
Really?
Our final was going to Seaport Village and Balboa Park and basically yelling poetry at people and trying to get 5 of them respond positively.
There was a train that came between my audience and myself. And then I was swarmed by a group of children. But memories.
The
Photos.
Global Journal Project, Mosaic.
Shared voice.
She made it happen.
I made it a successful endeavor.
I don't know why I'm up here. I don't know how I got into JP, but I'm in it.
We have $73.
Yes!
Nicholas is our kindergartner. He's insane. I'm the fun daddy. Yeah, I'm the strict daddy.
This year I took A-Push as the only senior. I think I pretty much went through everything you guys went through, except I didn't have the camaraderie of people that I knew.
This year was the year of first and last.
Oh god damn it, that was mine!
Done!
Hey Michaela, will you not sleep?
I will not sleep with you.
This was kind of the first year that we went out of, moved beyond friendships with people we had known and turned into actual relationships. As difficult as that is sometimes, it was also a really rewarding experience, and it was an adventure.
So we went to the Philippines for our global trip this year.
We did the island of Negros Oriental.
Overall, I think it taught me a lot about how I'm really ready for something new, and I think that was a good transition for me as I finished up high school, knowing that I was ready for the next thing, because when I was there I felt okay, this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
This year I really wanted to try something that I had never done before but always kind of wanted to do, and which was stand-up. and I'm really glad it was so well received by the students and faculty alike.
I've kind of been raised in a USC household, and I always thought I was going to be different in that I wasn't going to go to USC, and on top of it, I was going to go to the East Coast, and that was my plan for probably over a year at this point. I think that was just something that I had to come to terms to, is the life I kind of pictured for myself wasn't what was going to make me happiest in the end, because I just felt like I fit at UCLA, so that was an ironic thing that happened, and now my house is divided between blue and red.
And I ultimately decided to go to the East Coast. I'm still in shock I did it, but I'm super excited to experience just life.
History Day.
Or the lack thereof.
Yeah, we didn't do it this year. None of us
I
did.
had the joy of attending 2 proms this year. A+ experience. Actually, not really. Because it's just shocking how different it is to go to a big high school where no one really cares about people who they're not friends with. So like no one really like came up to me and talked to me or was like interested in really like knowing or figuring out who I was. And to see how welcoming people were to Adam and our grade made me really happy. So it really kind of rounded out my Parker experience and made me realize that I'm happy that's where I was for the last 4 years.
Well, we went to homecoming and prom together, and unfortunately we're naked at neither.
I think going to both those dances with Alex was really symbolic of how close we got this year. I got advice from him a lot of the time, just on life and on relationships. Yeah, I feel really fortunate to call Alex one of my best friends now.
Same feelings. Get a room, she's a special lady.
This is craft period 8.
Kind of.
Our class became its own little family just because there were so many people that were close to each other, and they all just kind of mixed friend groups and became really supportive of each other.
I think a moment that stands out is like Sabrina getting into Harvard and how happy we all were for her.
This year was a year of lasts. Last first day, last homecoming, last break, last formal, last prom, last test, last kinder buddies, last time, last day, last kiss. And yesterday, or 3 days ago at graduation, that hit me hard. That hit me really hard. Especially looking around at the end of grad night and seeing the people that I know I will never see again in my entire life. You know, the year of lasts is over, but now we're on to a whole life of firsts.
I'm really sad that we're gonna be far apart next year. That'll be weird to like lose that. Like not only the relationship, but like the friendship. So I hope we'll stay friends, but
The reason it was so good was because I wasn't locked in the Parker bubble the whole time, and this year was the first year I sort of outgrew that, if you will. I had a relationship outside of the bubble, which is something that I think I really needed. The whole thing is a little bit humorous. I will always really treasure this year of my life.
I thought I'd established who I was gonna be and what I was gonna be in college and after that. But senior year changed that, and now I have a different image of who I can be and who I want to be, and I think I have a great future ahead of me with this.
Game of Things, Adalberto's, and Point Loma. It's a place to be.
Why am I in this?
I got really into yoga this year.
Swag.
At one point, Kim was like, all right, we're gonna go to the beach 10 times before we graduate. I think it happened in like the next 15 days. It was incredible. And I like the beach now.
I didn't go to the beach with my friends, but I went to the beach.
So the Fam Bam is Luke, me, Patrick, Sabrina, and Preetham, and we are the 5K Strategic Multivariate, and between cuddle huddles before class, playing Trivial Pursuit, and giving Rowdy a hard time, we became what we called the Fam Bam because we were so close.
Let's do one last cuddle huddle.
This was the year I finally got on stage. After all those years of wanting to get back, I hosted Mr. FPS. I rapped in front of the whole grade at the senior talent show, and I got to speak at commencement, which was like a secret dream of mine for a long time.
So we were the people from Physics C, AP Physics C.
We rocked the AP.
Yeah.
I already knew this, but everyone else discovered that I really like massages and being touched, and also I react really well to spicy foods.
So Patrick and I somehow We're on prom court this year. We didn't win, but it's okay.
The world just wasn't ready for a white king and queen. And Mr. Esch would call us the mean girls because we walked, like the three of us, with each other every day, like to and from Miss Edelman's room.
I would be lying if I said I'm not scared out of my fucking mind for next year because I've grown up in this bubble. I'm really anxious and I'm really terrified, but I have faith in myself that it's all gonna work out.
I think I'm just really proud of myself that I kept up with this whole video thing because I love all you guys.
We love you too.
If you're passionate about something, that's your fuck. Like, give that fuck by all means. But then don't get too worked up about other stuff because you've only got 5 to give.
We went to CIF.
We went.
So girls golf. We finished our final year.
Glad it's over.
I was captain again.
Glad it's over.
Glad it's over.
Glad it's over.
Glad it's over.
Kim has no excuse, but we both forgot our diplomas. What I learned in boating school is
Geocard.
Rediscovery.
Change.
We want glory hole.
Cholula.
most changed since freshman year.
Quitters are quitters.
So we've been together for 19 months now.
Well, yeah, I'm wearing my same clothes I always wear.
Hot Latin teacher.
Brave.
And Patricia gave Thomas a hickey. This was the good year.
I'm gonna be okay.
Living with my bitches. Hashtag live.